Each IPL franchisee is allowed to retain a core group of players. Before the auction, a franchisee can keep some of its existing players. This is called as pre-auction retention. When a franchisee chooses to retain a player in pre-auction, a predefined amount of money is deducted from the salary purse of that franchisee for that year. The retained player gets this predefined amount of money as salary. This predefined amount is unrelated to the cost of the retained player in the past. Under this category, a franchisee can keep at the most 3 players. If a franchisee retains 3 players, a sum of rupees 33 crores is deducted from the franchisee's salary purse. Breakup of this 33 crores is that first player is for 15 crores, second player is for 11 crores and third player is for 7 crores. If the franchisee retains 2 players, then a sum of 21 crores is removed from its salary purse for that year. Breakup of the 2 players is first player 12.5 crores and second player 8.5 crore rupees. If the franchisee retains 1 player only, then there is a deduction of 12.5 crores rupees. And for retaining an uncapped Indian player, the salary deduction is rupees 3 crores. Right to match card is an option available to a franchisee to buy its current player during the auction at a price which was the highest bid for that player by some other franchisee. In other words, a franchisee retains its players by paying the price which matches the bid price of the highest bidder for that player at the auction. A maximum of 3 right to match cards are available to a franchisee in a season. The RTM or right to match cards are applied in combination with the pre-auction retention such that the number of retained players is at the most 5. If a franchisee retains 3 players in pre-auction, then it gets 2 RTM cards. If a franchisee retains 2 players in the pre-auction, then it gets 3 RTM cards. If a franchisee retains only 1 player in the pre-auction, then it still gets 3 RTM or right to match cards. IPL auctions are not same every year. There are 2 types of auctions. First is a mega auction which occurs once in 3 years. The other type of auction is mini auction, which is also known as IPL auction. Mini auctions are held every year when there is no mega auction. Purpose of mega auctions is to give opportunities to the franchisees to totally refresh their teams. Therefore, the player retention rules are different in mega and mini auctions. In IPL mega auctions, each franchisee can retain at the most its 5 players only. However, in IPL mini auctions, there is no limit on the number of players a franchisee can retain. In year 2021, IPL had a mini auction. Therefore, franchisees were able to retain a lot of their existing players and not just the 5 players as happens in a mega auction. A player who is unsold in the first round of auction has a chance to be bought by the franchisees in the subsequent rounds of the auction. The auction rounds continue until all the teams fulfill the minimum requirement of the squad. Players who remain unsold at the end of the auction have a chance to be bought by a franchisee anytime before or during the tournament as replacement players who may get injured or are unavailable due to some other reason. In 2018 auction, Chris Gayle went unsold twice. He was later bought by Kings 11 Punjab at the base price of rupees 2 crores. And in the same 2018 auction, Lasith Malinga remained unsold. a large number of players register for an IPL auction. For example, for 2021 season, there were 1,114 player registrations. Presenting all these players on the auction podium is a time-consuming process. Therefore, to complete the auction process in time, there is a process of accelerated bidding. Under this process, only those players are brought under the hammer in which franchisees have some interest. Once the first day of auction is over and after a certain number of players have gone under the hammer, each franchisee is allowed to recommend a set of players from the remaining players. The recommended list of players is to be submitted by each franchisee by the 10 p.m. on the first day of the auction. The lists from all franchisees are compiled and players in the final shortlist undergo the accelerated bidding process the next day. IPL auction is a multi-day event. To make this process flow smoothly, some players are categorized as marquee players. These are the players who are likely to fetch most interest from multiple franchisees. The day one of the auction starts with the auction of the marquee players. In 2019, there were 16 players in the marquee list. For the bidding process, these 16 players were divided into two batches of 8 players each. Once the auction of the marquee players is completed, players are put up for auction in sets. These sets are based on the specializations of the players, that is batsmen, all-rounders, wicket-keepers, fast bowlers and spinners. Names of the players in sets are drawn randomly. First, the 5 sets of capped players are completed and then the auction occurs for 5 sets of uncapped players.